Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. Today we'll be reviewing the Jada Toys Chun-Li pink outfit. I think this is an exclusive edition. I don't know what event it was exclusive to. Don't know if it was San Diego Comic-Con or anything like that, but I believe this was another exclusive, and this is the pink outfit Chun-Li. You can tell it's an exclusive due to the way that the box is designed. Not as massive as the Evil Ryu or Ken, but still designed in that same sort of style, doing the player icon and this sort of sleeve that we will be removing in a moment. And it's kind of cool to have. And normally I said when I went into all of these Jada Toys figures that I wouldn't buy the second player outfits or any of the recolors, even if they came with different accessories, like how the Fei Long Player 2 came with nunchucks, and upcoming white outfit Ken comes with the Flame Shoryuken and stuff like that. I wasn't going to get them because they're just straight recolors and the accessory thing is kind of annoying. But I was fine with it for exclusives because they were different characters like Evil Ryu and Violent Ken. I can justify that enough. And Pink Chun-Li just barely counts. And that's because she sort of exists with the expectation that you already have the mainline Chun-Li. So once you take off the sleeve on the box, you can see the figure itself and what we're dealing with. So we've got the multi-kick accessory, the Kikoken, the projectile, which she didn't have prior, as well as a bunch of different faces and several different hands. And it's a slightly bigger loadout than the main Jada toy lineup, but not as accessorized as the Evil Ryu or Violent Ken. But the main difference here, which is, like I said, justifying the existence of this figure, are the faces. And once you take it out of the box and have a look, you can see that she's got two of the exact same face, which is this laughing eyes closed face. And the reason why she's got two of them is one is painted to match the colors of the traditional blue outfit Chun-Li, and one is for the pink outfit Chun-Li. So you can do her classic sort of victory pose with the original release Jada figure, and you can also use like the Kikoken for that one as well if you wanted like accessory compatibility and stuff like that. So this one, its intent is that you already have the mainline Chun-Li, so you can swap accessories. And yes, that was enough to justify me buying this figure. But taken out of the box, here is pink Chun-Li, and it's the exact same sculpt that we had before. It looks good enough. It is very much the older style of Street Fighter character design. So the characters, they've got a very distinct look to their faces. These are still inexpensive figures, so don't think that they'll look like their Street Fighter 4 or 5 or 6 counterparts. They are definitely an old school design. But comparing her to the original Chun-Li, the main difference is of course the color. You can see that the pink is very bright, the boots are a slightly different color, the buns are a different color as well, and all of the yellow trim on the main Chun-Li is now a gold trim on the pink, which looks pretty nice all things considered. And of course she scales well with the Chun-Li, the Ryu, and any other figure in that sort of like action figure lineup, like the Marvel Legends, SH Figuarts, everything like that, but I've only compared them to Marvel Legends and Jada for the moment. But posability wise, it's exactly what we had before, so ball joint at the head and the neck, which allows for pretty good movement. The arm can hinge up that far and rotate all the way around. There's a swivel at the upper arm. The little braces can move. There is a double bend at the elbow, as well as a hinge at the wrist. There are two ball joints in the chest and waist, which allows for some pretty good movement. The skirt is a soft plastic, so it can bend out of the way no problem. She can do the splits just fine. She can kick forward that far. There is a swivel at the upper leg, bend at the knee, as well as a swivel at the boot, pivot at the foot, and a bend at the foot as well. So exactly what we had with the previous Chun-Li and most of the other Jada figures, just really good posability for a very cheap figure. In terms of accessories, Chun-Li comes with three main faces. So she's got the serious neutral face out of the box. She's got the eyes closed laughing face, which looks pretty weird honestly. But it does also match the Street Fighter 2 aesthetic. and she also comes with a mouth open, shouting face. And of course, she also comes with that eyes closed laughing face for the original Chun-Li, as well as hands to replicate her classic victory pose. And I like the peace hand. The other closed right hand, you could have just used the fist. It didn't really need to be a separate hand entirely. But, you know, I appreciate that it is slightly different. And, you know, she does look really weird with that face. It's so weirdly sinister. And I get it, it's the Street Fighter 2 design, so it's like very goofy and weird. But it still looks funny. But in general, with those accessories, you can get Chun-Li into some pretty good poses. I do like the Kikoken effect. Unfortunately, one of the limitations of the Jada toys is you can't really do the Kikoken pose that well, but you can do it well enough that you can pass it as the proper pose, the multiple kicks, ready stances, everything she can get into relatively well. Again, nothing too crazy. It's the exact same figure we've seen before, just with the Kikoken and different faces. And the original figure was just fine. I do prefer the blue over the pink, and it is nice that all of those accessories are compatible, and they even thought ahead and gave the extra face to the original Chun-Li, even if I don't like the face. But it is cool to have things like that. I do prefer this sort of style of alternate figure where the accessories are fully compatible and intended to be fully compatible with previous releases. But it doesn't mean that I will be getting all of the different colours as they come out. I am still sort of firmly in just the mainline releases and their original colours, especially since they've committed to do the entire lineup of Street Fighter 2. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed that video, and I will see you all next time.